Hi, I'm Lazze and I'm back here with tips and tricks, and this time on the second generation bead roller. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a bead here on the end of the Fender, so you can see how that can be done in a few seconds actually. So I set up the dies that I'm using for that, and that is the flame dies because they are a little larger diameter and they're pretty sharp, so I can use that to make a step. They are offset set, so they are not line up. They are offset, so I have a little gap between there. So this can be a little tricky to see where I'm going to go. Set it on the outside of that line there. Okay. Crank this down, and now I need to remember for the next bead on the other side how far down I went with that. So I have that there, so that's important there. So that was the first one. Now I need to go over to the other side because I'm going to stand exactly the same, but the opposite. So I stood there, so now I need to stand on this side here. So it's 1 turn, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And you can go step by step with the bead rollers. I don't need to start the machine and let it go. I can just do small steps on the pedal. Like that. So let's go over to the shrinker now, and I can flare this out a little. Not much, but I just give it a little bit this way. So here I am over at this deep stretcher, and the reason why I'm using that is because it's opened up the jaws a little more, so I have a little more gap between them. When it's in a radius, that helps. But you can do it with a small stretcher as well. When I'm stretching this, what happens is that this happens. And when I make that longer, it's going to curve up like that. I think those was put in the machine upside down before, so I turn them where they should be. So you see, when I make that a little longer, it starts flaring up there. If I want, I can go over to the English wheel, or I can take the hammer and a dolly, or I can go to the bead roll and I can smooth it out. So either way works. But that's what you can do. You see it looks a little funny on the sides here where the beads comes out. So I go over to the shrinker there and shrink that part down a little bit. just to make it flat on the end. Now you see it looks more as it should look like. So in a few minutes you can change the design on a Fender and you can make something unique. It's up in your mind what you would like to create. What we can do is we can cut, bend, shrink and stretch. That's all you can do. And when you understand what happens when we're using one or more of those 4 elements in the combination, we can control the flat piece of sheet metal. That means that if you have control, that means that it's up in your mind what you would like to do. Now it's up to you. If you want more information, you can go to www.lazzemetalshaping.com. Thank you very much.